Welcome to Within the Frame, where we bring the most pressing issues across the globe into focus. I'm Kim Mok-yeon. This July, Busan City will host the 48th session of the UNESCO World Heritage Committee, one of the most important gatherings in the field of heritage preservation. The meeting will bring together delegates from around the world to discuss how cultural and natural heritage can be protected amid growing challenges such as conflict, climate change, and technological change. For South Korea, it's also an opportunity to showcase its heritage and play a larger role in shaping global discussions on the future of world heritage. For more on what hosting this landmark event means for Korea and for the future of global heritage cooperation as well, we are joined in the studio by Min, administrator of the Korean National Heritage Administration. A very big welcome.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for joining me. Thank you. Yeah.
So let's start a discussion right away with, of course, the UNESCO Heritage Committee that's coming up in July. For starters, our viewers, could you explain for us what exactly does the committee do?
First of all, the World Heritage Committee is the best, the largest international conference inside the UNESCO. So this 48th session of the World Heritage Committee will be hosted by Korea, me, and then for the first time since the Korea joined the World Heritage Convention in 1988, a long time, and therefore we are held the first time inside Korea now.
Right. So it's a very important and a significant milestone indeed. Then could you tell us what does it mean for our port city of Busan to host this?
So, how many people to come to Busan and inside the Korea? But we expected more than 30,000 just foreigners to belong to the 196 state parties inside the UNESCO, and then I expected maybe more than 100,000 people and come to Busan and inside Korea also. This is the very biggest and very, very largest convention. So it is significant that Korea demonstrates global leadership in the conservation and management and then decision-making the process of the World Heritage. So as you know, that Korea, we have the 17 World Heritage sites, and we have faithfully implemented the World Heritage Convention. However, further next the 48th session, so from now on, Korea will be play as a rule maker in the committee's operation and decision making.
Wow, that's a very big change.
Sure, yeah.
Very significant indeed. So it's more than really just hosting this international event. It's also about promoting the nation and its heritage as well. Then as we await a lot of delegates coming for the month of July, what kind of message do you think would we want to deliver through this meeting?
Very, very, very important messages. Thank you. But now look around the world now. But now it's happening world. So, like to the Middle East now, and then Ukraine, and then many years ago Afghanistan, the world war. So how about the climate crisis? So now many countries' World Heritage sites are being destroyed by the wars and the climate crisis around the world. So who will protect the World Heritage site? So this very important message. But we are living is an era of the polycrisis that single countries cannot resolve. So where such as climate change and the other, just people I said to you, the armed conflict. I will give the two messages about one is about the collaboration, another one is more the peace. So there's the field of the preservation and the management of the World Heritage side require more collaboration between all countries. And the World Heritage has potential as resources that contribute to the sustainable international peace. So as the host country, our country will present a vision for the collaboration and peace between the countries through the World Heritage Committee.
Right, a very important message, collaboration with other countries to preserve heritage,
yeah,
and
sure.
that will eventually lead up to in peace as well. Now, when we go beyond the meeting itself, Administrator Ha, the Korea Heritage Administration is also pushing for the Busan Declaration
Sure.
and annual Busan Forum. How do you plan to connect global challenges like climate change, like war and AI, to the future of World Heritage?
Right. But just before I said but the World Heritage sites are highly affected by the rapidly changing the global environment, such as the war, when the climate crisis and so on, and special AI and digital transformation. So it is very, very difficult to overcome these crises and then the challenges, but faced by the individual countries alone. So the Busan Declaration will emphasize the collaboration as a key factor in the resolving the crisis and the challenges we face today. So as following up the discussions, Korea will hold the regular forum and advance the principles and the implementations of collaboration together with the experts and all the state parties.
Right. So
Yeah.
it's hope the conversation, it seems to be expanding well beyond just
Sure,
preservation
yeah.
alone. Now, Administrator Ha, you said that Korea hopes to establish new international standards in the field of World Heritage before. You also cited the Pangudae petroglyphs as an example as well. So since the site has become a symbol of tension between preservation and development, what kind of lessons could it offer to the international community?
So Pangudae, the petroglyph, is one of the examples for the World Heritage and to the world. We have the many discussions about this one. How about the preservation and conservation about this one? As you know, this Pangudae petroglyph is the valley shows the risk of the flooding. So we are discuss and more the collaboration and communication with the local people and government about the how about to solve about the and the preserve the Pangudae petrified, something like that. And then the others, as you said, but the Busan Declaration so will attention to the AI in the World Heritage sector now. So to the specific, but the importance of the ethical standard, data security, and the closing the digital divide in the World Heritage sector in this the AI era. So they are expected to serve as a milestone for the future discussion, and we feel a profound sense of responsibility as a host.
Right, so definitely a lot of events to happen in place for the month of July. Now, if we look at this year's gathering as a whole, if you had to name 3 key measures of success for this Busan meeting, what could they be?
So our team in the Korea Heritage Service did not sleep. So we have a very so hard work for preparing about this 48th session of the UNESCO World Heritage Committee. Yeah.
Right. So, what kind of points would you be looking for when you think about, oh, this was successful?
Yeah.
What kind of points would you be looking for?
So we have I have the 3. The first, but adapting the influential international declaration. This is which will present the future, the version of the World Heritage field. The declaration will confirm the philosophy of the Republic of Korea as the global leader in the global issues. Through this, we will use it as an opportunity to solidify our leadership. So as a key country leading the paradigm shift in the World Heritage Paris. So second, I will announce to the World Heritage about the Korea soft power. So using a global leader work involving 196 state parties. Yeah. So and Korea House, yeah, it will be installed. So the next big building, the conference hall, and also we are preparing for the various kinds of the exhibition and event showcase, but tangible Korean heritage. So as well as the KAI soft power. So yeah, sure, but
right. So we are looking forward to a lot of ambitions for this huge event that's coming in. Now, when we focus on Busan itself.
So just I want one more thing, but the third, we are waiting close to the local governments to the development of the economics, but they almost be visitors and will give some affection to the local residents through accommodation, food, and shopping, something like that. So I think in addition, but will provide these tours and experience, but programs so that almost visitors to the participants and the tourists, we can explore the Korea's World Heritage inside Busan and inside Korea all. Yeah.
Right. So it will definitely be a very good opportunity for not only just the host, but also the people who are engaging through this event. Now, when we go back to Busan, the Busan Wartime Capital Heritage, it's also seeking UNESCO World Heritage status, I believe. Do you think this year's event could actually help become a turning point in that?
Yeah, sure. Now we are preparing about further one of the tentative list. Name is Busan Wartime Capital Heritage. So we are trying to inscribe as the World Heritage Site. Now it's just listed by the tentative list, it is one. So we are just waiting for the preliminary the evaluation. However, as you know, but as you may well understand, the inscription for the inscribed World Heritage Site, now is very, very, very difficult, very, very quite strict, and then strong preparation are required. So we, the Korea Heritage Service, we are do the best effort to prepare about the necessary process step by step.
Right, we will keep our fingers crossed for that.
Yeah.
Now, another issue that's actually drawing attention is North Korea's participation, of course. You've also mentioned possible inter-Korean cooperation on tidal flats. Where does that stand right now today?
Oh, this is a very, very important question. But now it's not yet known, but whether the North Korean delegation will be attended to the committee, we don't know now. Just we are trying. So we have reached out to invited North Korea, and we have not received any confirmed message from the North Korea. However, we'll try, we'll keep the door open for the dialogues.
Right.
So if North Korea attended the event, we would like to discuss inter-Korean the project, including the joint but inscription for the example, taekwondo, and then the other tidal or something like that. So, but okay, but I will talk about the tidal flat. This tidal flat, Korean tidal flat, were inscribed at the World Heritage Site in the 2021. So, but this year also, this committee will decide whether the expand the inscription of the phase 2. So, upon decision, upon decision, the international link the conserving the tidal threats in the LOC region, including the South Korea and the North Korea and China and also will be able to share and exchange the academic knowledge and the research findings. But these regions, just what I said you, but the LOC regions, and this will include it, so coastal wetland, and so but very important area, and then we are boundary of something like that. However, this North Korea and South Korea and China also, all tidal threats are located at the south LOC area. So now another one thing, but last year, the North Korea, the tidal threat were listed on the tentative list, North Korea. So we have another very big project in the future about the tidal threat.
Right.
So now we are just waiting for this project.
Of course, right.
Yeah. So, however, we hope the North Korean people come to here in the July.
Right.
Just we are waiting.
Right.
We are opening the door.
So we are knocking the door, and we are waiting for North Korea's response on that. But if they do actually come, it would definitely pave the way for opening dialogue between the two countries. Now, when we look beyond this meeting, what are some of Korea's next candidates for a future World Heritage inscription?
So as mentioned, but Korea have the 17 the World Heritage Sites. So including 15 the cultural World Heritage Sites, another 2 natural world sites. So it did not balance now. So we need to balance the list. So I think it is necessary to further the restoration of natural and complex heritage sites in the future. So to ensure the balanced inscription, we will make continuous efforts to discover a wide range of heritage. So this is one of the examples, just I said to you, but the capital fortification of Hanyang, this is this project. So we submit to the UNESCO about this project, but in last year, and we hope that this decision on about the inscription of the World Heritage Site maybe in the next year. So this is now we are preparing now, and then we have so many timetable lists about UNESCO. This is but the example. The first, this is UNESCO, the World Heritage Site, but the first timetable list and then another one inscription list, something like that. So among the tentative list from Korea site, so archaeological remain of the Haeamsa temple site is example one. So and then also, just if I said the Busan wartime, the capital heritage also. And then also we have a very, very, very nice but scientific, the dinosaur site. This is the Korean dinosaur site, which is located at the southern coast of the Korean peninsula. So we have so many dinosaur tracks, dinosaur bone, and dinosaur eggs, something like that. So we have much more international papers, more than 200 international papers about these dinosaur coasts. Yeah. So this is one of the examples. This is a natural heritage site. So further in the future, so the name is the KDRC, KCDC, Korea Cretaceous Dinosaur Site. As you know, but almost the dinosaur, many people don't know about the Jurassic Park. However, Korea, we have the much more Cretaceous time. Jurassic next time, Cretaceous time. So almost, but many the reason for the dinosaur site we are developed on the southern coast of Korean Peninsula. So it is one of the example. Yeah.
Right. So really a lot of things to look forward to in terms of the listing. Now, you've mentioned there were 15 cultural sites that was scripted. So speaking of culture, we are aware that K-pop and K-dramas have helped drive the Korean wave. Do you think KHeritage could be the next chapter of Hallyu?
Oh, yeah. So do you know how many visitors did you come to the KHeritage site, including 경복궁, 덕수궁, 창경궁, 창덕궁, and Jongmyo Shrine, and the tombs of Joseon. Last year, so more than 17 million visitors came in Korea. So today, this season, its number increasing by the 15% in every year. So many people now come to Korea, so in Seoul and then there, this capital area, and then also we have many programs, but these visitors will spread to the other small country or something like that. I would like to say now, but it's the era of the K culture, and then K heritage is at the root. So, as the leader of the agency, the Korea Heritage Service will do our best and strong the effort to the first national pride through the Korea Heritage, and also to promote about this Korea heritage to the global. So we are one talk. We have globalization. So this is our pride for the Korean people.
Well, it will definitely be interesting and also exciting to see whether KHeritage could become Korea's next global cultural bridge as well. Administrator Hall, I'm afraid we'll have to conclude our discussion here tonight, but thank you so much for your time and for your insights.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
And that'll be all from us on Within the Frame tonight. Be sure to tune in again next time as we continue to explore the stories that matter. Till then, stay informed and engaged.